All right, so changing gears a little bit, we're going to talk about the formula. This is going to be the first of a four-part formula. We're going to look at creating your Facebook page. We're going to talk about campaigns, objectives, ad set, targets, budget, ad content, creative, and all that good stuff. So here's a little bit about creating a page. There's a stigma of having to create a new page versus using the page that you currently use on Facebook to market and advertise to our clients, right? So I want to talk about naming our lead generation page because that's specifically what it's for. It's to generate leads. That's all we need a page for. And again, remember the name of the course, guys. Easiest meta ads, okay? Easiest. We're going to take the simplest route. We're going to pick a category for the page. We're going to add a description to it. And only doing these things because we're forced to by Facebook, right? Then I'm going to show you guys how to navigate through Facebook and Meta and all that good stuff out. So at the bottom you can see a little side note, right? You want to fill out as much of the page information as you can, or I guess as you get through it, the more the better. But keep in mind, you only really need the bare minimum. You just need a shell. You just need something that is going to act as a vehicle that you can attach the rest of the formula to. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well in just a second here. All right, so on the left-hand side here, on this left-hand menu navigation side, you'll see Ads Manager. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Pages, Ad Center, Groups, right? And then just a list of a couple other pages down here. You want to click on Pages. So again, on the very left, you want to click on Pages, okay? Now, you want to click on Create New Page. And if you've already created a page and you want to use that instead, maybe you have a page that your agency uses, you technically could use that page. However, I like to start from scratch, something that only my final expense customers will see as a lead gen front facing consumer page, right? I don't necessarily want the ads that I'm running to be associated with my agency as a whole. Okay, so I hope you guys are following me on this. I want to establish a relationship with the customers that I sell. Okay, so they're gonna be the ones after I make a sale from a client that I'll drive traffic to my agency page, right? But as a lead generation page, I mean, you might just get a mixture of a bunch of different folks. People who are interested in your ads, people who aren't interested in your advertisements, heck, some people that are competitors, right? I'm gonna show you guys how we use our competition, how we're going to tap into what they're currently doing and what's working for them, big, medium, small size businesses. And I'm going to show you guys how we could use what they're using to our advantage as well, right? So let's go ahead and hit create new page. Now for the page name, I'm just going to make something up, but you guys can make something up as well, right? So I'll just use, example insurance. The category, you're going to have a couple to choose from if you type insurance, like broker, agency, agent, all that, okay? So it doesn't really matter. It could be financial service, but just keep in mind, right? These are final expense leads that we are looking at. So I would probably choose broker. Description, final expense plans that fit your need and budget. Okay. And as you fill this out, you'll be able to see the preview of what that page is going to look like. Now again, I just want you guys to keep this in mind. The consumer is not necessarily going to click on the page and even see any of this, right? So that's how paid advertising works. Like, they don't necessarily click into to seeing the actual page, because the advertisement itself is where you're going to capture that lead information, okay? So now that we have created our page, we can add a picture if we want. Okay, I'm not going to add a picture. This is just the shell, okay? So I'm going to click save. You can add a phone number, if you have your business number, you can use that. We'll go ahead and add one of my phone numbers here. All right, so now that we have our page up and running, there are a couple of steps that we have to take in order to start driving some ads and ad sets to this page, okay? So let's take a look at the page. You have your profile picture. Maybe you want to use like an elderly, picture. Maybe you create a logo for it. You have your name here. You're an insurance broker, right? And you just want to kind of start filling out some of these steps, right? Set your page up for success. So step 2, there's 2 steps left to do this. It looks like it's asking to add a profile picture, a cover photo. We're going to skip these. We've already created these. So it says provide some information and preferences. Hey, if you have a website, add your website here. You can add your location, your business hours. We'll just go ahead and add the phone number here. Or you can click my page doesn't have a phone number, whatever best fits your needs for this page. Okay, so down here you'll see create new ad. Now this is not where we are going to create the ads, okay? So now that we've created our page, we're going to talk about getting into the Meta Suite, the business manager, the ads manager portion of Meta. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. All right, so now we just need to tie everything together to your ads manager, and I'm going to show you guys step by step exactly how to do that. Okay, so let's get back into our page here. We have example insurance. Now, if you haven't done this already, you should be able to click on this and create yourself a username. It's going to be at whatever it is. Okay, so mine is just EXP Insurance 123. So go ahead and click right there. Create your username. It could be whatever. Okay, it could be at your insurance page, and if it's already taken, just add a 1 or whatever the case is, right? So once you're done with that, go ahead and check back in with me here. You can pause the video now if you need to, but I want to show you guys exactly what you need to do and why this step is important. Okay, so what you want to do is in a new tab, open up business.facebook.com. Okay, business.facebook.com. Now it should open and populate to the page that we just created. Okay, if it doesn't, no big deal, because we're getting ready to get out of this page anyways and go into our account settings. Okay, we need to find our business account settings. I have a couple of different admin pages and assets here, and it's just because I've been doing this for a little bit of time, and I've worked with a couple of different people, right? So you guys might only just see one little icon here with your name next to it. So that's what you want to click on, is this little gearbox. Okay, now once you click on that gearbox, it should be next to your name. You want to add this page as an asset to your business, and this will allow you to run paid advertisements to it. Okay, so that's key. So once you click on that gearbox, we should see you, okay, here on that page, and we want to click on business assets. We want to click on business assets. Okay, once you get here, you shouldn't see your page. You shouldn't see your page. We need to add that. So we're going to click add assets. We're going to connect a Facebook page, an existing Facebook page, and we're going to type in the name, okay, or the URL, right? So remember, this was the name, this is the URL. So I'm going to copy this, we're going to paste it here, and our page should automatically populate. There you go. So now we're going to make sure that it's selected, click next. So Anthony Patton's Meta business account, and this is the Facebook page that we're basically operating under, and right here we're going to agree to Meta terms of services. Okay, so click the checkbox. We're going to claim that page. It has been moved into my business account, so I'm going to click done, and now we have another asset right here that we can use with a page ID. Okay, now that we have an asset under our main Facebook page, I'm going to show you guys how to add an ads account. This is an actual ads account. So I know this step can be a little bit confusing, but just follow with me and we'll just start from the bare bones, okay? So now that we've created the page, we've added that page as an asset to our regular Facebook profile, okay? So we're just slowly just tying everything together. Now we need to connect that to a form of payment, okay? So basically that's what we're doing. So business.facebook.com, again, just want to start from ground zero. You want to go down to settings. Okay, now you want to go to more business settings, and your business account should be your name, right? So you've created a Facebook profile sometime in the past, you know, this is just your regular thing you log into, but now it's a business account, right? Because we did that, and then we gave our business account the asset. What's the asset? It's the page, okay? It's the page that we just created as an asset, and now we need to create a way to pay Facebook to run these ads, right? So now we're going to click on more business settings. Again, that's more business settings. Okay, so once we get here, you want to click on add accounts. Okay, so as you can see, my regular Facebook profile doesn't have any ad accounts yet. This is the first time we've done this, right? So we're going to click add, and we're going to be presented with 3 different options. So we can add an ad account, we can request access to an ad account, so maybe somebody that already has an ad account, or we can create a new ad account. And this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to create a new ad account if you don't have any here. Okay, so create new ad account. We're going to name that ad account, so just maybe name it the example insurance. Okay, time zone, I mean, guys, really doesn't matter. Currency, US dollars. So this ad account will be for my business under Anthony Patton. We'll go ahead and click create. Now after we click create, so it's just saying that one of my business manager accounts, it's the solar one, it's no longer active. So I'm getting an error, but you guys shouldn't be getting an error here, okay?